Hello and welcome to Best Practice Institute demonstration of bpiworld.com as a learning team leader. So today we're going to go ahead and jump into the demonstration. And when you first log on, the first thing you'll notice is that your site is branded with the your personal company's logo. So in this case, instead of Best Practice Institute, you would see your own company's logo here. And you and your senior executive board member and all of your employees will also have that same branded experience. You'll see your name here and Learning Team Leader below it, indicating your user type. And below that, you'll also have the opportunity to update your status. So similar to other social networking sites you've seen, you can update what you're working on and choose whom you'd like to view that status update. And then that and other status updates from around the site will appear here in your live activity feed. So as you accumulate connections on the site and join groups, you'll see live activity appear here below. You'll also see your connections here on the right. So these are, you'll want to add connections with your employees in your company, experts that you're working with, perhaps senior executive board members, and then you'll be able to interact with them around the site. So the next thing you want to go ahead and do is view your profile. Ensure that it's filled out with your name, your title, your bio, skills and practices that are important to you, what industry you work in, specialties, and your education and employment. Next is personal development plan, and as a learning team leader, you'll be spending the majority of your time in this section of the site. So first, My Learning Resources. So this is particular just for you personally. You can create your own personal goal here, and this is where you can actually choose what's most important to you and what kind of goal you'll be working towards today. And then you'll also have a corporate goal here, and depending on your membership, you'll also be able to edit this here and choose what will appear at the top of all of your employees' personal development plans. So that can be edited as well by you or the senior executive board member, and can also be changed periodically as the corporate goal changes. So below here, you'll see the skills and practices that you selected in your personal profile, and then you'll have the opportunity to add resources to your personal plan here that you personally want to come back to, that you have bookmarked for later. You can also easily remove these from your plan here if they are no longer relevant by simply clicking the star. Now, in My Corporate Learning Resources, this is where you will actually push information, resources that you think are appropriate for your employees to learn more about here in Corporate Learning Resources. So you can see this is all what's currently in the Employees Development Plan with the second star here on the left. You can easily remove from the Corporate Development Plan by unclicking the star, just like that. The next time you and your employees visit this page, it will no longer, this particular resource will no longer be here. So employees, when they see this particular page, they can choose to add the resource you selected to their plan, and then it will appear on My Learning Resources for them the next time they look at that site, at that page. And then the last section is Bpi Recommendations. And here is where, based on your personal skills and practices, this is where BPI's recommendation engine will actually go ahead and select resources for you that are not already on your personal development plan. And you can add those to both your personal and your employees' development plans right here, or easily in as well. The next section is Ask It. And this is actually where you and other members of the BPI community can go ahead and answer questions ask and answer best practice burning questions from around the community. So to answer a question, just go ahead and click the button here. And when it comes up, you can go ahead and type in your answer to this particular question and upload any attachments that you have that are applicable, and just click Answer this question. And users from around the site can rate answers and rate questions. To ask a question, go back to the main Ask It page and click Add Best Practice Question. From here, you can specify the title of your question, make a detailed description of your question, add skills and practices that are applicable, and then choose whom you'd like to ask the question of. All BPI corporate accounts, just your corporation, all expert users, everyone in the whole BPI community, or just your groups. Assign some tags to categorize the post, and then browse for any attachments that you want to add. Post your question by clicking here. Next is My Groups. In Groups, you'll actually see that you are a member of your company group. So you can go ahead and click on your company group, and you can see that you are an admin of the group. You can post updates, discussions, make announcements, also easily drag and drop files right here into the group. You can easily see a listing of all the employees in the group. You can also add new case studies, add files, invite more employees, send an email to all employees at once, purchase additional licenses, view group statistics. So you can see new employees growth over time, total employees, group activities from month to month, and statistics like that right here. You can also look at your employees. You can look at skills trending to see which skills are most common across your company. You can also look at practices trending across, you can see, so in this case, leadership development, then performance management, and then it spreads out from there. So this is a good way to keep track of what skills and practices your employees are choosing for their own personal profiles. And then the last section we want to emphasize is the feedback tab here. So you want to make sure that if you have any technical issues or any suggestions for the site, that you go ahead and click here and type out your suggestion or technical issue right here. And we always appreciate if you can add any attachments to the ticket as well. That really helps us to improve the site as well. So go ahead and just click Save. We really appreciate that. Please let us know if you have any questions about bpiworld.com as a learning team leader. We look forward to having you explore the site and make best use of it. So thank you very much, everyone, and we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.